Hi guys and gals, I didn't see you standing there. Oh man. Yeah, you caught me. I'm down on my knees. I'm finishing stapling off the floor in here. And this is going to be a quickie update on the bathroom remodel. So hold on to your hats, because here we go. Well, as you saw, I was finishing up stapling my subfloor down. So that is all done. And there's 2 layers of subflooring. And what I did is in every place where you're not going to be able to see it, and where I could make it tighter, I actually screwed down the subflooring, like underneath the vanity here. You can see there, and all along, and all around the toilet flange, and then over here, all around inside of where the shower stall is going to go. And I can see I got to finish up screwing that down yet. But yeah, so that's pretty much taken care of. And I had to do some modifications to my wiring. The inspector told me I needed a larger box over here, so because of all the wires going into it, so I have a larger box, and that's called a mud cap on there that accommodates 1 outlet, and that will be a GFI. And I had to take all the switches and stuff off so that he could see it, everything unhooked. And as you can see, I had to fur the wiring out so that it had to be a minimum of 1.25 inches away from each other. And so I put a 2x3 on each side. That gives me a full 2 3/4 inch. And move both of the boxes apart, and I also put a 2x3 piece over here, and the staples have to be within the first 8 inches, which I had that covered. Then you don't have to have any staples going up any further. And then because only some of the original stuff had these metal tubes going through, had to put nailing plates in, and over here I had to put a nailing plate in there, and that's okay. But then he said that this GFI outlet had to be a dedicated circuit on its own, which originally it was not only the GFI for this bathroom, but for the other bathroom, as well as lights in both bathrooms. All the feed for both bathrooms came through this box. So now I have the feed coming through here, and I had to put a large plate here for a nailer to make sure no nails got through there. And you can see I put another nailer down there. So this is my dedicated wire here, and it is on a 20 amp breaker of its own in the circuit breaker box now. So I think I have everything ready to go. Now my next project in here is plumbing, and I may have already told you about it, but no longer allowed to use what the inspector called cheater vents, which were standard underneath sinks and in other inaccessible places, like for the washing machine. I have to cut that out, and I'm going to run my stack up, and I'm going to run it up above my head and then bring it over. This is, as far as I know, this is probably the only vent, regular vent in the whole house for 3 bathrooms. But anyway, I'm going to run it over. It's going to be teed in here, and then I'm going to have to open the ceiling up there, because I have to put another T up in there that will come across the ceiling and come down over here, because I can't use a cheater vent for this. So I'm going to have to put a T-fitting on here to go for my trap, which you see laying there. And you can't use a regular S-trap anymore. But anyway, there's going to be a T here, and it'll go into the wall, and then it'll go up this outside wall. And I'm going to have to drill a hole through the plate up there and get it up into the ceiling, so I'm going to cut another hole in the ceiling so I can put a 45-degree elbow there, and then I'll probably cut another hole somewhere over in here so I can get in there, because there's no way I'm going to put an 8-foot piece of pipe across there in one shot. So I'm going to cut a hole and run the first piece over and put a splicer on it, and then from there, and man, I'm looking at this and I don't even know if I can get a straight shot from there to that vent over there without getting in trouble with the fan. Or I think I can bypass this light box over here, but we'll find out. Yes, sirree, Bob, we'll find out. So that's where we're at. And oh, I have to put 4 mil plastic on the outside wall all the way around here. And of course, before I can finish my plumbing in the basement, I have to glue down, or actually cement down, my shower base. And you can see the hole for the shower vent there. And so I gotta put that down. So before I can do that, I have to put plastic on the wall. And I can't go the whole way because I have to have this open for inspection. So yeah, so I'll probably put a chunk over to this 2x6 nailer that I have on here, or maybe over to the window. I don't know, probably on the 2x6 nailer. Yep. And then I can splice my next piece on from there over to there. So that's where we're at. And I hope you guys are paying attention, because there will be a quiz at the end of this video to see if you know exactly what I said and if you listened to everything I told you. There's my stuff, and notice it says on it 4 mil. That's what I gotta have. I had some 4 mil, but it was black. Can't use black. Okay. So that's where we are on our shower remodel job, just in case you were wondering. And oh, I forgot, before I can run this vent up and across, I have one more stud to put in this opening, which I was hoping to leave out until I was all done with sheeting everything in here, but that's not going to happen. So yep, I got to put that in, and hopefully I can still sneak my pieces in with that door open and get them past that stud and past the vent here. So there you have it. Until next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and boy, have I been getting into it lately. You know what I mean? Getting into it. Yep, I got no light in here now because I couldn't have it hooked up till wiring inspection is done, and I just filled out paperwork and took a bunch of pictures and emailed them to the inspector, and hopefully he'll return my email on Monday and tell me I'm good to go so I can finish my wiring up, put my switches and stuff back in. Okay, till next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for watching, for commenting, and subscribing. And I guess you know, I've been trying to keep busy. Bye now.